Previously on the adventures of Pete. They are coming in, they're eating all my flipping berries. Whoa, whoa, whoa! They're attacking Pete! That's it, you little fucker. Yeah, come here, you little bitch. You think you can mess with Pete? Oh, I don't think you can. Yeah, run away. Get out of here, scumbag. You show him. You show him what you mean. Okay, they've actually have caught wind. All of them have caught wind that Pete's attacking one of them, and they're actually doing a bit of damage to Pete. What Pete's decided to do is pack up his most important things, so the pigs, and then we're going to head off to the temperate forests, where hopefully we could set up a new life. Oh no, his cotton fields are now on fire. Pete, my son, wake up, your fields are on fire. Come on. And here we have a wild Pete sleeping in his comfy bed amidst a cold winter storm. Hey guys, it's me, Hazonic, and welcome back. If you've come from episode 1 of this, or just the titled episode of Medieval Peasant in Medieval RImworld, then this is the continuation of that. And if you're new, I'd recommend you check that one out first, as that covered the first 30 days of our Medieval Peasant Pete here, who we've, had him actually come up to a lovely little situation here in this temperate forest, which is now obviously quite a snowy forest. But in this episode, I want to take Pete on a journey to 100 days on his own. He might get more people along the journey, or it might end with just him. But yeah, we're currently on, if we look here, day 34. So just past our first month with Pete. Again, that was all covered in that first episode. And I want to see how far we can take Pete, because so far, his life has been a bit miserable. He's on his own, he's cold, he's a bit upset because he's had to constantly keep moving home. But his life is on the up, and we can see we're expanding here with our tailoring workshop that we've already got built, and we're getting a smithing station over here with the furnace and then the anvil. And we've got a nice size house here with some pigs outside. Just if you haven't seen the first episode, it was a naked brutality start with our peasant Pete, and I'll quickly introduce him again. So it's Pete Rumpleton, the peasant who went missing from the nearby village of Rumpletown. He had dementia or something, not dementia, it was amnesia, that was it. That was what I came up with. So he had amnesia, and he forgot everything about his previous village. He woke up, lost all his belongings, and he was in the hardened forest of the dark forest. And then since then, we've moved to this winter forest. So as Pete mines away in the minus 13 degrees Celsius temperature, which is probably like minus 40, minus 50 degrees Fahrenheit, something like that, in just his tribal gear, he's actually doing okay. He is shivering, and now he's going to go out actually quite far. So probably need to pull him back into our house, but we have enough fuel to keep this wooden campfire lit for quite some time. But one problem is our poor little piggies, they're all getting hypothermia, and we can't bring them inside. Oh goodness, this is a really sad start to the video. If I turn the UI back on here, we can see hypothermia extreme. Oh god, this is horrendous. All our little piggies just dying on the floor. And I really don't think there's anything we can do about it. Maybe I can try and bring the animals in here. So I've done that. Even though the pen's inside and we've got the animal sleeping spots here set to medical, they are not working. So sadly, our animals are going to die, and we can see Pete's got serious hypothermia. There we have it. That is all. Our little piggy's dead. What I've had to do is so cold outside, minus 15, that I've actually had to build a second campfire in our house because Pete was getting hypothermia just sleeping in the house. What I am also going to do is, for the time being, cancel the metal mining over here, because I don't want Pete getting hypothermia by mining all that metal. So while we have got a lot of food now, all of this food is just gonna go off anyway. So what I'll do is create a new stockpile just outside the house so you can still access it. And I'm gonna set it to critical, and just to sell, to store meat. So that way it won't go off as quick. Living outside is silly. What I can actually do is leave it in here instead, so that way it doesn't deteriorate, and it still has that cold modifier because it's so cold in our smithy here. If I set it to meat, set this one to critical, and then delete this one. Okay, that solves both problems. Get Pete to haul that Okay, very, very strangely, two camels have come and joined our settlement, right? They just randomly wandered in, and because we still got the pen market in here, which I forgot about, the camels are actually just in Pete's house. So Pete does have two camels, but that is actually very, very good because camels produce milk, and I assume camels can also be ridden like horses. I know you can ride horses and donkeys for really, really good movement bonuses on the world map. I don't know about camels. Even if they can't, we can still at least try and sell them one later. Right, Pete's already starting to get a little sick of these camels. They're pooing everywhere. And Pete's been trying to clean it up every day. He does about an hour of cleaning, but it's just not enough. There's camel poop everywhere. But what I have got Pete doing, it looks extremely messy at the moment, but is on all those dirt tiles, I've actually, I missed one here, but I've told Pete to replace them with wooden tiles because Pete was just sitting around, he had nothing to do because, again, it's too cold to spend too much time outside. So I sort of need to leave him inside, but he can't do research. But yeah, so actually getting the floor filled with the timber and then just replenishing the timber by making our own gives us something to do at least in the meantime. So we've got that done. I'm going to think of more tasks that Pete can do while he's stuck indoors. It's already been around 10 days since we started Pete's journey in this episode, and not much has changed so far, guys. Really, really slow because it's been winter outside. We really can't spend much time outdoors without getting hypothermia. Pete has actually managed to tidy up all the filth in his house, and now you can see he's made as much timber as I told him to. He's got the 70 timber. Been chopping down loads of trees outside to stock up on wood. We are running out of food a little bit, but we have at least got some in the reserves. Okay, guys, so it's day 46, only one day later since I started the last little bit of recording, but we've actually had another self-tamed animal, this time a wild boar, and there's another, well, in this case, a baby camel that has just appeared. So we've now got 4 animals living in Pete's house. It's definitely starting to become like an episode of one of those like children's cartoons where all the animals are living together. But we've got that. And there is also rare thrumbos in the area. And Pete actually is a level 12 animal handler. So I'm going to see if he can maybe try and tame these thrumbos, but I assume not. You little rat, come back here. What I'm trying to do is hunt some of the smaller little creatures, because when you hit the animals when they're, close to you, they are guaranteed to attack you backwards. If you attack them with a ranged weapon, they're not. So I want to attack the weak animals, because if I start attacking like buffalo or boar or things like that, they're going to absolutely tear me to shreds. What my plan is just to hunt a few more animals like this guinea pig here. I do actually have a bow. It's just that each shooting skill is so bad as a level 1 that I don't know if it's even worth me wasting the arrows on it. But maybe it is. Maybe I can just make loads and loads and loads of arrows and just go on a massive hunting spree. So from my discussions earlier about the fact that, Pete has only a wooden club and his crappy rawhide troubleware, my worry is if we get raided, it could be game over, because, well, it's only likely that it'll be one raider. They might have really, really advanced equipment. And by really advanced equipment, I mean they might have a sword. Like, something that would just cut us down, maybe even in one hit. So what I want to do is, it's going to be a lot of work just to get a wooden log wall that surrounds my entire base. Because it's only made of raw logs, it shouldn't cost too much resource-wise. It'll just take a long time to chop down all the trees. Then, what I need to do, and again, this is where it's a shame, but I'll need to then make a kill box. I don't like making kill box in these medieval playthroughs because it does not feel very medieval-like to have a spike trap kill box, but we have no choice, because with Pete, if we get, like I just said, if we go into a 1v1, we will get absolutely obliterated. So it is day 50 in the town of Rumpletown, which is what Pete has fantastically named this little hamlet. Obviously, he's got amnesia, so he doesn't know exactly the name of his previous place, but the name Rumpletown, it's sounding familiar. So he's named this place Rumpletown. And I've got the blueprints laid out for our walls, which Pete has actually started on. What we've got over here is where the spike trap kill zone is going to be. I've allowed these outside walls to be not allowed for the moment, so that Pete can actually make this without having to walk through all the traps and essentially kill himself. I've made all the walls out of just log walls. The next best thing would be, looking structure, would be wooden palisades, but they're slightly more expensive. Only the most minute, like I think it's like a 10% increase in defense or hit points. I'm not very fussed about that. I just want the walls up for the time being. We could then obviously make walls out of like blocks, stone blocks. Oh, whoops. Stone blocks so that they're not flammable, but we don't have the time or resources to make like 500 stone blocks at the moment. So wood is what we'll use for now. It's gone to spring. Like I said, day 50, gone to spring. The snow should start to dissipate, and soon we can get the animals back into the pastures where hopefully grass will be grown, and we can also get some farming going on so that we can get some food being grown and some hay grass being grown as well, so that I can feed my animals in the next winter. So let's continue. Hey guys, so bit of interesting news. We've had a transport pod crash, which is someone who's arrived May, got 10 hours to live, which gives me plenty of time to get Pete to come rescue her. Again, as I spoke about in my Medieval Overhaul series previously, it's a bit difficult to sort of combine the Medieval and RImworld side of the game. So what I've agreed on, thanks to a lot of people in the comments, is that the world that Pete's on is a medieval world, but it's in a sci-fi universe where there's other planets that are way ahead than this particular world in terms of tech. So this transport pod crash person is actually from a different planet, let's say, where they have space age tech. So otherwise it doesn't make any sense why there's suddenly just a random person who's come crash down on our planet. But Pete's gonna go rescue them, and hopefully we can then get them back, heal them up. And what I like to do is, with the people that I've rescued, is I try and recruit them. If they refuse to be recruited, I then arrest them and then just recruit them through the prisoner system anyway. So I always get them to join me. It's just whether it's first time or whether I have to wait and turn them into a prisoner. But we've got them. Hopefully that is going to be our first little friend for Pete. What an exciting bit of news. Well, hey, the snow is disappearing. Pete has grown, or planted, sorry, some of his first crops. We've got some rice here, we've got some cotton here, and then we have got some patches here, but I'm not going to grow these patches just yet. The reason is because last time in my playthrough for the first 30 days with Pete, I actually had just so much food. You can even see here, I've still got food left over from the previous season. Even with these animals eating it, Pete's just been eating the meat. So we do not need that much food. So we'll have some rice here. The cotton here will be used at the spinning wheel to turn that into cloth. And the cloth can then be used at the wooden hand tailor bench to make some clothes for Pete. Hey, she's on the run! She's on the run! Pete! Get out there, Pete! Alright, yeah, that's it. You're running from me. Pete's rescued you, healed you up, and you're not even saying thanks. You're just running away. Get back here now. He's got a 6% chance to arrest May. Oh, a fight's breaking out. A fight's breaking out. How dare you? Pete, get your club out. Start using your club. There we go. And because he's only got a wooden club, it's not going to like kill her or anything. Well, hopefully not. But even if it does, that's just one of life's many problems, isn't it? Right, Pete just about beats her up. He has actually taken quite a few punches himself because he's got food poisoning. He's so rubbish at the moment. But we are going to have to, I think, capture her this time, because I think she's going to wander away if we rescue her again. So we will capture her. We're going to stuff her in the smithy. I put the prisoner bed there. It's freezing cold in there. Oh, actually, no, I'm not going to put the... I'm going to move that in here, because actually our food is being stored there. So I don't want her to claim the food. Okay, that is May dealt with once more. She's really getting on my nerves now. She's caused Pete so many issues. I'm going to try and tend to her. I told Pete not to use any medical supplies on her. But we can try and tend to her, clean up this place. But Pete is still very injured himself. So, yeah, things are going to slow down. But the wall is so close to being finished. We just need the southern side done. And then to build these last bit there so that they actually walk through the spike traps. Holy smokes, guys. I have never seen this event before in RImworld. A wanderer wants to join us. Hello? Yes, please. Honestly, I've got like 600 hours in this game. Maybe I'm just a noob, but I've never seen an event where somebody volunteers. Maybe just because I've literally played 55 days and I haven't got a single extra person. But yeah, Thompson, wow. Depressive, but kind at the same time. Crafting really good with a burning passion. Really good melee with a burning passion. And then all their other stats are pretty meh, but they've still got like decent construction, so they can help us with the wall. They've got good enough medical that they could help Pete if Pete was to fall down. Amazing. We finally on day 55 have got a helping hand for Pete. And then if we can try and sort May out, stop her from causing Pete trouble, she might actually then join our colony as well. And that'll be 3 people for the lovely settlement of Rumbletown. What beautiful sights, guys. Okay, so things here in Rumbletown are going brilliantly. We've completely tidied up our little house, so there's no stinky poo everywhere. It's now nice and tidy. And I've also built a bed for Thompson, which I've now decided to. I didn't actually assign him, so he's actually sleeping outside. I'm going to be stargazing, how sweet. We've actually also completed our walls. So the walls are completely done. We're now just... I need to actually put a door on this side, but... Oh, do I put a door? No, I put a gate that's a little bit more enforced. But yes, we've got the walls finished on this side with the spike traps pretty much done. So now we've got a lot more protection against the raid, which thankfully we haven't had just yet. We've got the pastures expanded, and actually, sadly, our boar did die out of malnutrition because there wasn't enough food because the grass hadn't grown fully from winter. So yeah, I should have been a bit more attention to that. But we've got now enough food for them here. It's going brilliantly. I think I do want to grow some more crops because well, we did have enough last time. We were very, very lucky that we got to slaughter all the pigs to live off. And I've got 2 people. I think it is worth getting that extra rice grown. Or maybe I set it as corn instead of rice. Okay, so we have had another transport pod crash, but I thankfully have had Pete patch her up. I'm not sure what her name is though. Valkyrie, that's it. She had 1 hour left to live just as Pete was finalizing his medical work. So she's now alive, and we're taking her back into the shack. We've got a medical sleeping spot set up for her. But I reckon it's going to be another situation like with May, where we rescue these people. They're literally going to die without the help of Pete, and they're going to run away. So Pete and Thompson this time got their wooden clubs ready to beat the crap out of these people if they run after we've helped them. They don't decide to join us. You see that, guys? Valkyrie's recovered and decided to leave. Right, that is it. Men, warm up. Got the battering squad ready with their clubs. Actually, no, she's still sleeping, but she's decided to leave. But Pete and Thompson, they know what's up. They're mind readers. They know what she's gonna do. So I think Pete can actually try to arrest. No unreachable. Right, let's move her into this one, because I don't want them to share one. So we'll move that, and let's try to arrest her. Yeah, we just take it away into the cell. So we didn't need to actually beat the crap out of her. We can just arrest her straight away this time. It was 100% chance. Okay, so I've seen we just got the quest accepting a refugee, which we have 7 hours to accept. Okay, with the help of both of them crafting, I have managed to make 45 timber, which is just enough to surpass the 1 bone spike trap. We only have 1 hour left to accept the quest, but I am going to accept the quest now and get that spike trap made with Thompson. Actually, who's the better constructor? Pete. So right, Pete, I'm going to get you to make that. We can't have any mistakes. Let's get Pete making that. Get Jenna in the base here. Let's have a quick look at Jenna. We've got 4 melee, but really good other stats, actually, to be honest. So let's get Jenna in the base. And then we've got the security trap there. So we've got 2 traps. Okay, that might be enough to... Who are we actually up against? Okay, really good armor. Steel hauberk with a steel heavy hauberk. It's got 2 layers of chainmail, and that is ridiculous. But a chain helmet as well. But what I'm interested in, arbalist. Obviously, if that hit one of our guys, that's pretty much game over straight away. But they don't even have a melee weapon. So if we can jump them, they're going to be using their arbalist as a melee weapon, which obviously isn't very effective. So, okay, so Daniel's been out here for about 5 minutes. I'm going to have to bring the attack to Daniel. And as I'd said previously, oh, we've got Pete using his bow. Let's get him using his club. As I said previously, Daniel is got a arbalist as his weapon. And also what's really, really interesting is because he isn't going to be killed, or highly unlikely, because we're using our fists and a wooden club, all blunt weapons. We're going to get Daniel as a prisoner, and we can take all his armor, which I can give to Pete. So yes, he's fighting back, but you can see it's just bruises from the arbalist. Oh my god, it's all kicking off. This idiot Thompson, absolute idiot, has decided to just have a mental breakdown in the middle of the fight, and he's now engaged in a fight with Pete. This is such a joke. They're just fighting each other. Daniel's just been knocked down, Jenna's just in the middle, and then these two are just beating each other up. What an idiot Thompson is. But we've got Daniel here, and he's not bleeding at all, but he's just been knocked down. So let's strip him, get his equipment, and then, oh, look at all that. We've actually got 2 different chainmail vests here as well, which is what's so amazing. What I'm going to have to do is stuff him in here with one of these girls. One problem we actually have got, and what is the day? It is day 67. Obviously not long after the raid, but it's all our people are starting to starve. We've got, how bad is the starvation? They're minus starvation, but our prisoners are also starving. So it's day 68 and things are just hell here in Rumpletown. All the prisoners are constantly beating each other up because they're all so hungry, they're also fed up. Jenna's constantly getting into fights. Thompson's constantly raging. We got May who's currently in a fight with Pete. She's in a berserk state. Oh my god, there's blood everywhere. It's messed everywhere. We've got no food at all. We've got some rice that's almost grown, but I'm trying to get Pete to do a bit of hunting, but we just don't have the time because he just constantly is getting into fights. Oh, it's all going terribly wrong. It's day 69. All of our videos are on fire. Oh no. We've been raided by this, but I didn't even see the raid notification come up. So I was so unprepared, but we've got some visitors as well, and these visitors literally clutched the battle for us. So we've got this person who's been knocked down. May's died of starvation. We've got these people very, very close to, well, Daniel's close to dying from heat stroke. The whole base is on fire. Get your answers up, you stupid people. Just sitting around. We've got firefight on number 1. Let's hope that they actually go and do something, but I think this place is going down. I think it's over for Rumpletown. Okay, Pete's dropped down. I'm not sure what it was that got him. I think it's the heat stroke. Heat stroke, 65%, I think that's what knocks him down. Who we just lost there? Daniel died due to heat stroke. Oh my gosh. All of our crops, apart from this rice here, gone down. Our walls, lost them at the top. Jenna's on fire, death in 14 hours. Come on. Prioritize extinguishing her. Oh my goodness, she's just burning to death. Need to rescue her. Prioritize tending. Oh my gosh. She's got 12 hours left. Literal. Oh, the burns are horrendous. Oh, Morgan is just trying to run away. Right. Equip military fork and beat the crap out of her. There we go. Yeah. Oh no, before you do. There we go, we get some armor now. Let's rescue Pete. Ah, this. And now it starts to rain as we put out the fire. Oh my gosh. The infection Jenna's going to get is going to be appalling. So let's try and clean up. So Jenna's now probably not going to make it because she have no heal route. So these infections are going to be really, really poorly looked after. There's a third one coming in, and his fellow companions. The infections won't stop. Oh no! This is terrible. Oh, let's see how much longer Pete and his companions could live. I thought things were going so well, but that is what RImworld Random does to you on what's game? I think it's Blood and Dust. Blood and Dust difficulties. It's not the hardest, but this is still a little bit nasty. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Pete died. What the hell? I wasn't expecting that. I can't believe it. He actually died of heat stroke. Lost the main guy, Pete Rumpleton. Oh, I might as well end it here, guys. I'm not going to. We've still got 30 days to try and last, but Pete is gone. This is terrible. Oh my goodness. If we look at Jenna, it's been about an hour in game. Oh, Jeff, there she is. I was gonna say that none of the infections have been cleared off. So that is Jenna gone. We've now got a Valkyrie trying to beat us up. Do you know what? Thompson, he's fuming. He's had enough. Thompson, get in there and kill Valkyrie. Do it now, Thompson. We can't feed this person anyway. We don't have enough food. Thompson can barely look after himself. I think Thompson's starving. Yeah, a little bit of malnutrition. So yeah, finish her off, Thompson. And then it's literally just going to be Thompson left. Thompson's on the berserk. He's killed the prisoner. Jenna's dead. It's look at her face. Look at how messy it is. This is RImworld for you, and I absolutely love it. It does pay me at the same time. Oh, look at Pete just dead in his bed. Oh, it's horrendous. So we've got the graves made. I've got Pete in the elven sarcophagus. I joked about it in the first episode of this that Pete would end up in his own sarcophagus, and he has. Thompson has then also buried Jenna in the grave outside, and we have got a mass grave made for these nobodies who attacked us to begin with. They're the root cause of all these problems, these raiders who attacked us. They can be buried in the mass grave. We just need to keep Thompson alive now for the next 30 or 29 days. We've got decent enough stats with melee, but just crap equipment. We've literally got... Oh no, we have an iron military pick now. Okay, that is not bad at all. Actually, no, I don't think we'll have enough space to get the heater shield. But if we can, the heater shield combo with the iron pick will be amazing. So, Thompson now actually does have some armor. I take it back what I just said. He now has some chainmail armor, silver chainmail armor as well. And he's got a military pick. So he's got enough that if we get raided, he can hold his own. So it's day 74, and the man in black has appeared. What has happened is Thompson literally just got knocked down due to how weak he is from malnutrition. I wasn't paying attention to how starved he was. I thought he was trivial, but obviously I'm flown by so quick. So we've actually got Fern here, who's wearing black steel armor. Very, very cool. Fern. Ooh. Okay, sorry, I thought that was growing. That's really good. No, it isn't. But we can still get Fern to harvest some of these. We get plant cut 1. We can get Fern to harvest these berry bushes to feed Thompson. Okay, things are so desperate here that Thompson's resorting to just beating the crap out of these poor llamas that we I tried to get Fern to hunt. Thompson wasn't involved. He was recovering in bed, but now we've got both of them. So if we can get both of these butchered, that should be a lot of meat that will keep us going for the next few days. But yeah, Thompson's so desperate. Oh, poor llamas, poor llamas. Okay, so it's now day 81 in Rumpletown, and things have quietened down. The base has been repaired, spike trap started to be replaced, the walls all rebuilt and repaired, the house cleaned up, no blood everywhere. Oh, it's a bit more relaxing. Thompson and Fern have been making some really, really good progress. We have been living off purely harvested berries, though. Because we've got quite a lot, though, at 150. But yeah, we've been living off just the harvested berries. So I will need to hunt some more animals because we're not going to have enough berries soon. But things could be a lot worse. And I feel like even if we get attacked now, once they go through the spike trap, they've got 2 very well armoured troops. Both, well actually no, Fern's not very good with the melee weapon, but got very, very good armour. Whereas Thompson, very good with melee weapon, and he's got a heater shield and a pick. So, and good armour. So I think we've got a much better chance of surviving. Oh my goodness, it's been such a stressful recording. Oh my gosh. Constantly things going wrong. Ooh. One guy here that's raiding us. But he's got the same level of armor that we have. So I'm thinking we're coming straight for us. He's not even giving us any time to repair. So let's get out. I'm thinking we can take him on because he'll probably take a little bit of damage. Nothing that will take him down, but a little bit of damage from that spike trap. But then Fern switches to the steel club. He has. It isn't like the best weapon, but steel club is not bad at all. We can do some serious damage, so let's see how we do here. Okay, he's taken just some bruising on the left arm, but that bruising does make his manipulation worse. There we go, perfect. That's how much of a difference just a little bit of better military equipment does. Because we've got steel weapons this time against his chainmail, that blunt damage is doing really good. And because again it's blunt damage, it's been knocked down. So now, oh, I don't know if we have enough food to look after him. Is he wavering? Is he going to waver? I don't see anything about being a completely loyal. So let's try and heal him up. We'll take his gear anyway if we need to. We'll heal him up, and then this might be someone that we can later recruit. So yeah, let's capture Pepper now. But what I'm thinking is we are running out of space because now we've got loads of little ducks. We actually got 8 ducks. Oh my god, they just randomly joined, and well, they're gonna die if we don't have enough food for them. So I can try and expand my pasture again a little bit further up if we come here, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. I don't think it is going to be, so we'll have a look. No, that's only brought it up to 3.55 when we need 5.5. So what I think I am going to have to do is kill off 2 of these camels. The reasoning is because we're not going to have more than 2 colonists. Even if we did need to travel somewhere, we'd only use 2 of them anyway. And then that will save us the food. But to be honest, when winter hits, we're not going to have enough food stored up for them anyway. So we're probably going to have all these animals sadly die in winter. But that's just another worry, isn't it? So guys, it is day 90 of, well, I was about to say Pete's journey, but he's not here. Oh god, really a tear to my eye. Well, it's day 90 of the overall journey. And you can see we've got about 1 million ducks now. Oh my goodness. If we look in the animals section, we had about 50 ducklings spawned from all the eggs because they're all fertilized eggs. So just they all hatched at once. So we've got all these little ducklings, and we definitely don't have enough food for them. So they are all going to die, but we'll just eat them all when the time's right for winter. We'll just store all the meat in here. We've got Pepper, who is at 7 resistance. So they're about halfway to actually being recruited. And so far, things have been going well. They currently are living off berries, and you can see we've only got 28 left, but hopefully we'll get some more in soon because we've got no food growing because these guys are both trash at farming, unlike our beloved Pete's. But we can harvest more, hunt more animals because Fern does have the hunt skills. Let's actually do that before I forget. So let's hunt some of these ibexes. No, not too many. We'll actually need to hunt one at a time because otherwise all the meat will be lost. So it is day 94 and winter is upon us. Again, it's been quite peaceful. Nothing has happened in the last week or so, ever since the disaster of Pete and Jenna both dying. Oh god, it's been pretty peaceful since then. Even though we got Randy Random on, he's been pretty nice to us, to be honest with you. With winter hitting though, we've got no nutrition growth in this wooden pen, so all my animals are going to start to starve, which is really sad because we are going to have to literally watch all of them die and then eat them all. The problem is then obviously when we go into spring, we'll have no animals. I do think we can survive that last week because even if we get raided, we've now got a nice amount of spike traps up. Again, like I said before, we've got the good equipment now, good armor, and with Pepper almost ready to join us, we have a quick look. How much resistance? Now down to 3. We're getting close to potentially getting a 3rd colonist. Okay, so we have just got the food preservation research done. So that now means we go to in production, we get the meat racks where you can dry meat on them. That is going to be incredibly important because we can now hunt and have that food actually last for a few months instead of having to, cook all the meat and have it lasted for a few days. And it's happening. All of our ducks are starting to die. Look at that. Oh, it's so horrendous. Look at them all just there dying. Oh, it really is nasty, but I told you it would happen. We just don't have enough food. I don't think, before with the pigs it was hypothermia all the way at the start of the episode, but this time it's just not enough food. Oh, it's horrible. But yeah, they're all gone, but it is day 97. We're getting close to the mark of 100 days. And on that note, oh my god, we've got Pepper for bright blue hair. I was not expecting that. So we've got Pepper now with uranium armor. Christ, that does not sound healthy. So, let's see if we can get any more progress done in the last 3 days. Okay, it's all kicking off. We've got Manhunter hares coming in. Oh my god, I'm so scared. But they're really, really annoying because they've just destroyed all of our traps as we're getting raided. And we're getting raided by one billman. So, we can definitely beat the billman. But, actually, no, we all have pretty decent armor. It's just we don't have any head armor. That's the problem. We did actually have a helmet that we got ages ago, but it burned down in the fire because I never brought it inside like a complete idiot. So yeah, we have no head armor, but we do have 3 versus 1 with all of us having pretty decent equipment. So it's going to be a fight that might see one of our guys get, you know, very, very seriously injured, but hopefully we can last. Okay, so it's here. Oh, and yeah. She's already down. Okay, that was very, very easy. I'm running Pepper back to actually pick up a weapon. I forgot I hadn't actually given him a weapon, but already won. So, oh no, unwaveringly loyal. Unwaveringly loyal, are you? Strip and die. There we go. Die. We've also got a hare here as well. So we'll finish them off. These are unwaveringly loyal. I literally have no interest in them. So, kill them. Kill this stupid hare that's causing me problems. And then, that marks the end of the 100 days survival. It's been completely ridiculous. Or episode 1, the first 30 days, it was stressful at times, but it was more watching Pete thrive. This episode has just been non-stop stress for me. Well, I say non-stop. We have had moments of peace, but it's just been really calm with then huge roller coaster of emotions of the base getting invaded and being burnt down and people dying and not having no food and all our prisoners killing each other. Oh my god. But if you have watched the end, really, really big thank you to you for your support, and I really hope you've enjoyed it. So yeah, that does mark the end of this episode, but I absolutely love RImworld and I love doing the RImworld content on the game. So I do have more ideas up my sleeve. This is a bit unoriginal going for this episode idea, so I assure you I'll try and come up with some more original content. But like I just said, if you watched the end, massive thank you to you. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like, and if you want to see more RImworld content, please do subscribe so you can be notified when it comes out. Thanks a million, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.